It's like way too early in the morning to be doing this, but got on my vape reviewer's hat. Miller beer, because I'm a raging alcoholic, man. Just kidding. Anyway, want to do a review on this guy. This is the Minuto by Skullkandy Vapor. Okay, we're back, and we're going to have a quick look at the Minuto by Skullkandy Vapor. Obviously, it's a 3D box, built, designed in the United States. The back is kind of slick and clear. And on the side, you've got this nice Skullkandy Vapor logo there, skull with a top hat and a stainless steel button. It also comes in black. This is a customized color. I chose the silver door. You can hear it's got a little bit of a squeak to it. It's really only big enough for the finger tip, not the thumb, to squonk, if that's what you like. This one is the 26650 version, which is the only Mosfet 3D he has, is the 26650 version, and I'm using the best 26650 battery that there is. The iJoy one is the best, if you haven't heard. I've also got some Sonys, some old Sonys, and they're good batteries, but this one is better. Comes with like a 6.5 milliliter squonk bottle. It had a little plate to cover the internals right there, but mine, I peeked under and I popped it out accidentally, so I left it out. So you've got more than enough battery for the juice, basically. He puts this little string in here so you can pull your bottle out when you need to replace. You just pop it out like that, and it comes right on out. It's got a little tab in there too that you can use to clamp off your liquid. Very handy, very nice. I'm just going to put it back in for now. We'll go through all that. It's pretty much a no-brainer. I've got this is an authentic goon on top with a Fast Tech squonk pen. Anyway, the 510 is a Veritube 510. Let me clean that off real quick so you guys can get a better accurate look at it. Veritube 510. It's not one to focus much, but hey, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, and then on the bottom we've got another engraving, or it's not really engraving. It's printed this way on the 3D, and Minuto, the name of the box. On the sides, the top, and the bottom, you've got this almost like record finish, this zing material. Sorry, I don't like juice on my hands, guys. And then the back is nice and slick. Looks like it's been polished or, sanded to a nice shiny finish. Very, very nice. So far, I've been using this for a little over a week. I've been running some really low resistance builds on it. I'm seeing no warpage with the plastic. It's very solid. In its state where you're using it, there's no squeaking, no rattling. Just maybe a little bit when you squonk with the door, you may get a little bit there, when you're moving around, a little bit of movement, but it's not even really noticeable once you get going. With this having an internal Mosfet to protect the switch, basically, let me pull this out. I think I got the door trapped or the little string trapped in the door. Well, I will pull this out because you can't see it otherwise. There's a little plate here, and if I pulled this plate off, which I'm not going to do, let me take this out completely so you can see the battery tray too. It's nice and clean. There is a Mosfet up underneath here that it's an N-channel Mosfet to protect the switch. And basically, without the mechanical properties in this, there's no voltage drop theoretically through the switch or through any mechanical means. So you get balls galore, man, on battery. Now, if there is a con that I could find on this, it's pretty much unavoidable for Jason, the builder of this box, that there's a little bit of epoxy that's noticeable on the top and bottom, but there's pretty much no other way to secure the negative and positive pins for the battery. Otherwise, they kind of be floating around. But you can see how he's done his soldering here. I don't know if it's even going to zoom in. Let's try. Let's give it a second. Zoom! Nope. Okay, that's about as good as we can get. But I'm telling you that this is a nice, super clean job. All right. This switch is like a tactile switch. You can hear it. You do have to apply direct pressure to it. And even sometimes if you just push it and it clicks, it may not fire. It does require a good amount of pressure to, I say a good amount. It's not too bad. It was worse when I first got it. They break in pretty good, and it's working just fine now. I love it. It's a nice little stainless steel switch on there. It gives it a good touch. Match up with the atomizer, yada yada. Got some venting holes over here, so safety, you know. But I'll tell you, the pros for this basically, number one, it's hand assembled in the U.S., a quality build with good attention to details. The size is awesome for a 26650 device. I mean, it's really kind of small. Let me see if I can get something for comparison real quick. Okay, here we are next to a Noisy Cricket. So you see that it's not a terribly large mod. You can get custom color combinations. I've got the dark blue and silver, metallic silver door. So you can do whatever color combinations you like, and you can order other doors if you wish. And he's also got other 3D printed mechanical mods that you can get the same color switch, same door and everything. It's skullkandyvapors.com. So if you go to that website, you can check it out. Rapid build time, I got this in less than a week. I ordered it, and it was to my door in less than a week. He's definitely using high quality components with that Veritube 510, the stainless steel tack switch, all good stuff. It did come with a certificate of authenticity. Let me show you that. Okay, there's the certificate. I'm number 85, it looks like. And then on the other side, we've got his information. You can see that, skullkandyvapor.com, and on the other side, there it is, your certificate of authenticity, Minuto, and the colors and the number, okay? I put the little cover there back in too, so you can see, and I ordered this extra bottle. All right, there's an extra squonk bottle. This kind is a little softer than the one that comes with it originally. It's a little bit harder, so, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter to me. I kind of appreciate the one with the bigger liquid in it, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's see, limited lifetime warranty. Hopefully I'll never have to look into that, but if necessary, if something goes wrong with one of the components on it, I've already spoken to him online, so he's definitely approachable. Overall fit and finish for the price, $80 plus shipping. Okay, you can't find 3D printed stuff for this cost. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm telling you, after a week of using it, I actually did drop it. My heart sank, man. I don't drop mods most of the time. I'm very, very rarely do I. The battery flew out. The door came off. That was it, though. I mean, it's intact and it's working. I hate that, man. I hate to admit it on tape, too, because if something ever does go wrong with it, I'll probably never get my warranty served. But that's okay. That's okay. Got to be honest. And then the Mosfet circuit for minimal voltage loss and convenience. No need to clean contacts, none of that stuff. So it's basically just runs on its own. If you want to look at cons, it's plastic. So I don't know exactly what type of plastic it's made of, but it's very solid and thick constructed. You can see that on the sides. You can see that this is definitely a thick box, and it's a little weighty compared to some 3D printed boxes. The switch, that's a good, you know, it can be a pro or a con, I guess. To me, at this point, it's a good thing. I like the switch. When I first got it, it was kind of like it needed break-in, so it's kind of hard to push. But in another sense, that's kind of a good thing because it won't go off in your pocket, too. There is no on-off switch, so you take your battery out when you want to turn it off, which makes sense. The residual glue, that's a con. And then, you know, when you order something that's custom, sometimes you can see some imperfections in it. I honestly haven't gone over this with a magnifying glass, and from a glance, it is very clean. This is put in here to make way for the battery. I mean, he's looked at every single inch of this box and made every single inch of this box, every single millimeter of this box count. So The door's a little squeaky. That's another con. But again, I mean, I don't know how you can get around that. If you're sticking your finger through something and pushing on it, it's made of plastic, you know, and you're pushing down and everything, you're going to get a little squeak. But holding in your hands, like I said, once it's on and secured, there's maybe just a little creaking, but I mean, why would you push on the door? I mean, when I'm holding it and using it, I'm like this, okay? I'm finger firing, finger banging, finger fire, finger bang. That's how I do it. And I don't really notice any squeaking or no annoying rattles or anything like that. I mean, you know, when you shake a squonker, your bottle's going to toss around just a little bit. But it's not a highly noticeable thing, and to me, it's a nothing. So there's really no cons for me personally. But, you know, I figured I needed to mention something. I am totally pumped about the box. It works great. I know mechanicals too. I've been around vaping for about 7 years, and this thing fires and hits like you would not believe. It's only a single 26650, but again, that's a good battery that I enjoy. It delivers as much voltage as you're going to get from a single battery. Even a lot of 18650s, it blows them away. So I'm probably going to do later this week, do some voltage drop checks on it, and maybe I'll put up underneath the comments, you know, what I see. But I think it's going to be pretty good. The sag is going to be from the resistance of the atomizer. But I don't think we're going to get much voltage loss to the device because it is really working quite well. And, you know, kudos to Jason up there. He's making some really good stuff. I plan on doing another review of another box of his that I got called the Venom. It's a 2700 mechanical, and it's also kick-ass just like this guy. Y'all have a good day. Later.